Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
For Carolina.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Ball carrier.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
More ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown
from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Find out. I got him. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the pass. Motion.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
58 to Mike. Rip right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 56 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Slide to kick off for Carolina.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Justin Tucker to kick off for
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Let's get it. Get wide now. 58. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here we go with McCaffrey. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 47 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Ravens 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Baltimore.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. Back to Brown, this time complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. 58, boy. 58. 58 is Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. For a lot. 58 for Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Go Delta. 58 to Mike. 58.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
He's coming. We got double up. Delta. Go 58 to the right. Check. 25.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Delta. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Bridgewater's pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
At the 18-yard line.
Five down. Mike, 58, right here. Five down. Scary situation. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. Mike. Watch QB drop. Check.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So that'll back them up 5. They go play action now. Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And some room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. When am I on my own? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts When the crowd screams, still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
To kick off for Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bridgewater now to the right side and complete to Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 38-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore. 62 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain. 1st down, Arizona.
Murray now on 1st down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater looking for the out route, and he's got more.
Good.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 42 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Joey Sly lining
and
up.
correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
North Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cardinals 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray buying time to his left. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
It's second down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray again. This is Drake. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fitzgerald on the slant.
Complete.
First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
11 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
Now Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Murray stepping up. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down, Arizona.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Murray now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Prime. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
This is second nature, all is automatic.